Is there any way you can sit hold like the teeniest bit closer together?
Oh my god. Of course. I don't mind being snuggled up to LEMTOM.
Perfect.
Okay, let's start with your rider. So, just for like anyone who doesn't know, like, what is your rider order?
I like to keep it pretty simple, to be honest. So, I've got a bottle of rum, a couple of beers, and a sausage roll with tomato sauce. I like to keep it pretty simple. Something that keeps me satiated, something that keeps me drunk. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so on our way here, I actually became part of the mission to source some of the rider. I don't know how, but it happened. And so we tried to find you a sausage roll, and it proved quite difficult, actually. Most places were closed, and unfortunately the boss men did not have sausage rolls. So we came up with a compromise, which we hope that you enjoy, and Leo's going to present it to you now.
Okay, lovely.
So we have sausages and rolls.
Yo, I love that. These are goated. These are goated. We don't have these in Oz. These are absolutely insane.
And you know, if you get a bit white girl wasted, there's extra bread for you.
Get those carb load. It's carb loading season.
It's bulking season.
Bulking season, baby. Let's go.
Okay, right. Let's go like serious journalism. I've got the journalism spectacles on. So, how did the Australian dance and electronic scene kind of influence your early taste, and how does it compare to like London? And when did you move to London in comparison to Oz?
So mid last year, and frankly one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. You know, this is realistically where the scene is, specifically in garage, which is mainly what I'm making now.
Well, it's called UK Garage, not AUK
Exactly,
Garage.
AUKG.
Yeah,
it's getting there, it's getting there, it's on the rise.
Not there, yeah.
Yeah.
So did you move when you were 23?
I moved when I was 25, so I'm 26 now. And 27
Okay,
next.
well, your Discog says that you're 25, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh boy. What the hell? Discogs admins, get it sorted.
Yeah, what? This is wrong. Maybe you just put your date of birth wrong, but anyways.
Early influences, mainly, house-based, obviously. Shout out to the mum for the influence. Sorted me out with some old school So Fresh CDs, Ministry of Sound
Okay,
CDs.
where's your mum from?
She's actually from the UK. She's from Essex.
Killed it.
She's from
Oh,
Essex.
wow.
My entire family
Okay.
is from Essex.
When were you like, cool, I'm gonna actually like move countries, also across the world?
Like, it never just happened. Things are really progressing now, and I need to take it a step further.
So, you have an EP that's called like Fair Dinkum,
Fair dinkum.
and it means like genuine, or like, what does that actually mean?
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't think it has a specific definition, right? You say it in response to someone who says something you agree with, if that makes sense. So if you were like,
Fair play.
yeah, I like garage, I'd be like, yeah, fair dinkum. That makes sense. It's like, it makes sense.
Okay, what's some other Australian lingo you can teach me?
Oh god, there's so much. Half of it is, not for the stream, to be honest.
Not PG. Not PG.
Yeah. There's a lot of yeah, nah, yeah, which makes absolutely no sense. And I can't explain the intricacies of that, but it's just how it is.
It's just a thing.
It's just how it is.
It's also a yeah, nah, not a
Aussies
yes,
understand.
no.
Aussies understand.
Guess you gotta be an Aussie then. Do you fancy Heath Ledger?
Do I fancy
I
it?
fucking do. He's on the cover of one of your EPs.
Yeah, maybe like a, in another world, maybe a potential bromance of sorts. But no comment. I went to uni in Canberra at ANU.
What do you study?
I studied commerce, which I'm using to an excessive degree at this point.
What is commerce?
I thought we'd talk about music.
Oh, no. What is commerce?
Business, economics, accounting.
Oh, so nothing to do with like what you're doing.
No, like genuinely, absolutely nothing to do with what I'm doing.
Sure,
That's what I'm
you
saying.
need a bit of, like, a
what is commerce? It's not a
brain.
question I expected in this interview.
Okay, what was your first ever gig? Where and when?
It was in Sydney actually, and it was a couple months before I moved here at Calyx Club, and it was hosted by some of my good mates, Ritmo Collective, who are still, going crazy out in Oz, like really building an awesome scene out there.
Shout out.
Yeah, big shout out, Ritmo Collective. locked in. Be
Book
like,
me.
do I have to hold this the whole time?
No.
And then pretty much the next one after that, weirdly enough, was a Bellamy set, actually.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, with Jay Lee. A back-to-back with Jay Lee.
So did you produce before you DJ'd?
Yeah.
For how long? Like, when did you start producing?
A long while before I started DJing. Seriously producing, maybe sort of 6 years ago.
Don't expect the expected. In one of your bios, I have a quote. So, your signature sound is... Great song from Jeremy Sylvester, so sorry, love him.
10 out of 10.
Your signature sound is described as fusing house and UK garage, infectious grooves and hard-hitting low ends. House or garage?
Really hard.
It's really hard because I know that you're addicted to the hybrid, but I am putting you on the spot, like house or garage.
My heart is with house.
You've also said that you wouldn't ever produce any other genre, but if you had to, what would it be?
I think it would be disco, but I genuinely think it would be terrible. It would just be shit music. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I really wanted you to throw some crazy curveball answer and be some tear out dubstep.
Yeah.
I'd be like that.
Yeah, I'd try to be a rapper. You know? I'd be a rapper. No,
I would
not
be an
happening.
MC. I would be an MC. How do you pick which labels you work with?
I mean, in the early stages, I did try to do more stuff for myself. Try go self-released, upload entirely by myself. But the first label that reached out to me that I was super interested, working with, was a label in Valencia called Mura Records, headed by this guy called Carlos, who's just an absolute legend.
Do you prefer an edit or an original?
Hard to say, to be honest. I would say I think I have to go with the original. I think I'm not very good at doing edits. I don't think. I think it's just in my head. I'm not an edit person. A sample, which in a sense is an edit.
You mentioned you used the 303 bass sample. Was that a turning point in your sound design? How does that kind of work in terms of producing? Do you still use analog-y stuff?
In more recent times, I feel like I've moved a lot away from the analog stuff, and I've tried to keep it a lot more in the box, where I don't know if that's unorthodox in a sense, where it's you start producing, you eventually build a load of synths, you get a big setup, you got this whole space that's a creative haven sort of thing. But in a sense, I feel like I've gone the other way, where it's I've tried a bunch of different things with a bunch of different hardware, software, everything. And I found for me, in terms of getting songs done quickly and to the standard that I like them, the best way to do it in my head is just doing it in the box.
I mean, okay, going back to labels, you threw a party for your back to front release with ATW.
Yeah.
When you kind of test out tunes that you've made and stuff, how much does a crowd's reception kind of play into whether you're I'm going to release this, or maybe I'm going to edit it slightly?
Everything, really. I think I think crowd reception is a really, really important thing. Especially when you're testing unreleased stuff, demos, things you're working on. If you get a response live, then you're going to get a response online. It's sad sometimes. You play it unreleased, maybe it doesn't yeah, exactly. If it flops, you don't get the vibe that you maybe were expecting in making the track. Maybe need some work. Maybe I scrap it all together and try to start a different idea, or mold it into a new idea.
Right, final ones, quick answers. Producers to put me on, to put us on, to put PSYKED on.
I have to shout out the AUKG crew here, if that's allowed. If that's a term yet.
You're trying to make it a term, and I don't think I like it. I don't think I agree.
All right, UKG from Australia. Let's keep it at that. I've been really vibing with this guy called Adax. It's just got a artillery of unreleased tracks that every time I hear them, I'm this guy's onto something. There's this other guy called Zack Attack as well, another Aussie producer, just amazing tracks.
Homies.
Yeah, honestly, Oz is the way. Oz is the future.
Okay, what's your favorite track of your own?
Welcome to London, to be honest.
Fave track of someone that's not yours?
There's so many, that's hard to choose. Right now, it's
Right
doing
here,
it
right now.
Doing it by Silver Bumper.
Awesome sauce. Favorite
So
venue?
good. Here, honestly, I love Hootenanny. I played it like 3 times now.
Let's
it is the
fucking
best.
go.
I fucking love
Dream
Hootenanny.
gig.
Dream gig. Glasto.
And WAV or MP3?
WAV, always. Always.
LEMTOM.WAV, everybody. I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah. Imagine, LEMTOM.MP3. Downgrade myself. No!
Okay, are you feeling
How we doing,
psyched?
I'm absolutely feeling psyched.
Come on,
Counting
right.
down the minutes. Oh, that was good.